Are you a mother? And it doesn't matter what their ages are, that you can have adult children to young children. But if you are a mother, I have a very special plea for you today. Welcome to Pine Brook Homestead. My name is Marie, if you are new here. Um, I had a video set up for Friday, and after this week, it just didn't seem important anymore. And I have been wrestling with everything that has happened this week, and there's more than what you know. And the Lord really put on my heart that I needed to speak to all moms out there. So, we all know what happened on the 10th. I'm not going to relive all of that, but where I'm going to go with this is for the moms. Also, on the 10th, my high schooler went to school and there was some funny activity going on in the parking lot. And so the school officials got involved and went out to the vehicle. And there's this young high schooler before school doing a little smoky of the wacky. That's what we'll say. I have to be very careful what I say on this video per YouTube, but smoking a little wacky, right? And there's no judgment. You do it, that's fine. I, it was on school property. That's not the worst of it. So they searched the vehicle. In the vehicle, and like I said, I have to be weary of what I say, be, you know, concerned about what I say. In that vehicle was an apparatus that needed ammunition. Why? Did the parents know about it? Did the mom know that he was toking on his little, you know, nature device? I don't know what to say. Did the mom know? Did the dad know? Are they even present? And why in the world would he bring something like that, this apparatus with the ammunition? Why would he bring that to a school? Later on that day, the assassination of Charlie Kirk happened. I do have my tea out here today with you. I have been in the garden a lot, trying to process a lot of things this week. And like I said, the video that I had ready to go just didn't seem important anymore. Yeah. So here's what I want to say. I know there are a lot of mothers out there right now that are hurting. And there's some mothers sitting next to their child, sitting on the edge of the bed, sitting next to their child, albeit that they're in college, trying to comfort their child that has just been through one of the most traumatic experiences of their life. How about the young man who was actually in the debate with him? Where's the mom trying to put her son back together? You know, I can only imagine the pain and the sorrow she has in her heart as we grow, we bring these children into this world and we try to raise them to be responsible adults. Unfortunately, I believe, just my belief, that there are a lot of demonic sources out there trying to wreck families and take the youth. I really do. I really do. You know, Charlie Kirk's mother should never be burying her son. His wife, another mother, should never have to tell a 3-year-old that her father's not coming home. She shouldn't have had to. The mother of the young man who assassinated Charlie Kirk, I can guarantee you when she was teaching him how to tie his shoes, she never thought in a million years that this would be his destination. The young man, in a split second of making a very poor decision, and who knows where his head was, and that split second decision, not only wrecked his life, but he wrecked his mother's life, Charlie Kirk's mother's life, Charlie's wife's life. He wrecked the young man that was debating him, and his mother is sitting there, I guarantee you, trying to put this poor kid back together and in sorrow with him. How about all the other college students that watched this? Their mothers are trying to console them. There are a ton of mothers out there right now that do not know what to say. All they can do is hug and love on their children. But this is my plea. How about the young man that it now got arrested from the high school and is probably expelled? Where's that mom? How is she doing? Because I guarantee when she taught him how to tie his shoes, she did not think this would be his outcome. Mm. So many mothers out there are dealing with a lot right now. I know I had to have full blown conversations with my teenagers. My one teenager followed Charlie Kirk and actually had good um, political conversations with his father because of some of the things that Charlie Kirk would say. And I'm not saying you had to like the guy. That's not it at all. I'm not looking at the guy. I am looking at the mothers right now, the moms, the ones who gave birth to our youth. If you're a mom, it does not matter the age. Get your arms around your kids, call them, tell them that you love them, ask them how they're doing. We cannot be so consumed with everything going on in this life that we just let our adult children, and I have two of them, go about their merry way. They have pressures. We have to make sure they're okay. We have to make sure their heads are in the right place. We have to make sure that they know every single day that we love them and we are here to talk to them. Let's look at our college students. What about those college kids? Where are their heads? Where are they mentally and physically in this world right now? We need to have on tabs of our children at all time, does not matter their age. That is our right. That is what has been given to us from God to be a mother. Just because they're 18 and they're out of the house does not mean that that relinquishes us from being in constant communication with them, letting them know we love them, letting them know we're here, going to visit them. Uh, it does not relinquish us just because okay, they're 18, they're done. Go on this world. I mean, this young man who assassinated Charlie Kirk was 22 years old. 22. Where was his head? Where was his mind? Where were his parents? And I do know that family gave him up. How hard, how awful, awful. That poor mother and Charlie's mother and Charlie's wife and the mother of the kid who is expelled and the mothers of every college student who watched that. So where do we go from here? Every day. We have to put the phones down. We have to stop being so busy and get back to our children. We do. Because if we don't do it, this world is going to take them. And we are seeing over and over and over and over all these people. Their hearts are so cold. Why are their hearts so cold? They have their whole life in front of them. We have to get back to our kids. And I don't care if you have a 3-year-old, you have an 8-month-old, you have a newborn. We have to get back to the dinner tables. We have to be absolutely involved in our child's life at all times, especially now. And they can push us away and it doesn't matter. You can push me away and I'm still going to tell you every single day I love you. It can be in a text. Text it. Text your kids you love them. Stop scrolling on social media. And that is, here's one of my beefs about this world. The movie industry has made it so normal between the horror films, between um, all the police shows and all these demented, demented movies out there. Screen your kids. We have to. We have to. Media and the movies, they are making this normal. And this is so far from normal. Our kids at 22 should be excited for the rest of their life. I'm sorry, they shouldn't be questioning who and what they are. If we have done a better job, and I'm sorry, this is how I feel, and I'm sorry, and you may unsubscribe to me, that's fine. You may subscribe to me, that is fine. I am going to speak my truth on this. We have to protect these kids. Satan is so strongly dividing households right now. Oh, he is. And if we don't get our kids, the world will. And right now, the world is really messed up. Really messed up. Our kids are going through hard times. And our school systems have negated teaching them common critical thinking. I bet that young kid never thought to himself, or maybe he just wanted fame on TV. Who knows? Maybe he wanted to be the hero for all the kids who disliked what Charlie's message was. And I'm not saying that his message was always right. Does not give that young man the right to take a life. And I guarantee you, he did not sit there and think at one moment, if I do this, I lose my life. I think he was just so full of hate. Love trumps hate. We have to wrap our arms around our kids. We have to get back to the dinner table. We have to know what's going on in their minds at all times. There needs to be open dialogue in a home. And we as parents, we got to stop being so busy so that we can hear. We can hear. And I'm not above this. Trust me. There's been many times I've been busy in the kitchen, getting dinner going. I'm trying to listen to something, and my kid walks in. How was your day? It was good. Ever have those conversations? Oh, yeah, good. The one-letter word conversations. It's our job to dig out of them what was good about school. Oh, I had a rough day. Really? I'm sorry to hear you had a rough day. Help them work through it. We've got to stop just going, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I had a rough day too. They are not taught how to critical think anymore. They are not taught any of this. We have to teach them. We have to be the advocates of our own homes and our children as mothers, because I guarantee you, you do not want to suffer like these mothers are suffering right now. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't want to. And maybe your child was taken from you due to a disease or a car accident or drugs or anything like that. And if that is your case, I am so sorry and I pray for you every day. But your voice needs to be loud to tell these other mothers all of this other stuff doesn't matter. Our kids matter. These careers don't matter. Our kids matter. Because where will we be without our kids? I can't imagine. And like I said, if you're a mother out there and you've lost your child, I am so sorry. But your voice needs to get louder. You do. You need to help other mothers possibly redeem their child. We need to make a stance as mothers to say this world everything that's going on. It is not good enough for my child. This world is not good enough for my child. Mm-mm. What they're teaching is not good enough for my child. My child deserves more. That's what we need to do. So my plea to all your mothers, your child deserves us. It deserves mothers standing up in a united front to say, this world is not good enough for my kid. My child deserves more. Yeah. And like I said, I don't care. I don't care how old your kid is. Mm-mm. How about our grandbabies? Our grandbabies deserve a better world than this. They do. So moms, get back to the dinner table. Put the phone down when your kid walks in. Hug them. Talk to them. Talk and listen. And maybe sometimes we should talk, ask them the question, and then shut our mouths so we can listen. Because I know for me, if I interrupt my 18-year-old, he's done speaking. He's done. He hates to be interrupted. But if I can ask him a question and just let him get through his whole story, then, and listen while he's talking, then we can have a conversation. These kids want to dump on us. They really do. They want to dump on us. They want to know there is a safe place. We're all dealing with things differently, but it is our job. It is our gift to love these kids. They've got to know they have a safe place with you and with me as moms. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. Leave it in the comments below. If you need prayers, if you're working through anything, I would be happy to pray for you. If you are not a believer, that is fine, and you're a mother, it is still your gift. Your child is your gift. Make them know. Let them know you love them. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.